Today, uh, media top 10. Today we're talking about Ariana Grande and yet again Oli London. So Ariana Grande has been accused of called out for Asian fishing in a new photos, which got support by the Brit lady Oli London, and you may hear me talk about Oli London, who the woman, Brit woman who had so many surgeries, trying to look like a BTS member Jimin, and calls herself trans Korean, but you can't. And what she doesn't know, you can't change your race. So Ariana Grande was accused of Asian fishing after photos of her surfaced on the internet in which she appeared to have a different facial features. So the photo was posted by New York-based photographer Katie Temkin on Instagram, was widely circulated on Twitter. In them, Ariana Grande posted in a green oversized blazer with a white ascot and a tiny brooch around her neck, an outfit she wore on The Voice. So critics noted that in the photos, her eyes appear to have a different shape, and per previous pictures speculating that she underwent plastic surgery. So some people said who support Ariana Grande said the controversy was overblown, and some other people said that implying her smaller shaped eyes looked more Asian, with a racist assumption in itself. So, what is Asian fishing? So, Asian fishing, it refers to the act of non-Asian individuals attempting to look like Asian by adopting Asian phenotypic features, makeup, clothing, and other aspects of physical appearances. So, this term is also similar to blackfishing, where people also try to look. A term coined by Canadian journalist Wanna Thompson, in which a non-black person tries to appear like a black person, also resulting in a non-black person's financial gain. Both terms originate from the idea of catfishing, as posing as someone you're not on dating or apps or social media, so acting like someone else. And this is when only London that offensive gets involved, and she still hasn't learned her lesson, and she is technically insulting the Korean community for this, and also the BTS army. And I'm sure BTS is also annoyed by this too, especially Jimin. And flash rewinding back to only London, a white British woman went under extensive plastic surgery to look like Jimin, the member of BTS, who is apparently LGBT and use non-binary, and but she calls herself Korean, but she can't call herself a Korean, in fact, because she does not live in Korea, nor is she married to a Korean, nor does she live in Korea, and she would not survive a year in Korea because South Korea, because the competition is pretty high up there. Like, to get a job, and so she wouldn't even make it. So only London said he praised Ariana's appearance, stating she looks so cute and oriental and welcoming to the transracial club. So she's technically also being a racist by also saying it's good to act like another race, which is not very respectful, and not even at all. And Ollie London still doesn't understand that, she's offending the Korean community, because, And the Korean community, yeah, we don't want her. Like the black community would not accept a person who was trying to look like a black person. Because if you don't respect the person that certain races, the culture, and you just want to look like them to look popular or like stunting, yeah, you're just being a racist and being offensive and hateful. And of course, that the race community doesn't want you. So this because of like the Ollie London's comment. This also brought to the fact that people call confirmed that Ariana Grande was doing this intentionally. And on Ollie London's Twitter feed, she said, "I'm so in love with Ariana Grande new Asian look. It looks so cute and oriental. Welcome to the transracial club, Ari. So happy, happy to have you join me. Can we become the king and queen of Korea all together already?" Really? Ollie London thinks she can rule Korea? Yeah, we don't want her. She can never be Korean. She was born a Brit. She's gonna stay as a Brit. And also the fact that yeah, we don't use in South Korea we don't use the kingdoms anymore. We stuck with the presidency a long time ago, and from the Joseon dynasty to just one Korea before USA and Russia the Soviet Union split us up, and World War II. And she would obviously make a terrible president. Yeah, remember Park Geun-hye? Yeah, we kicked her out because she was being corrupt and yeah, misusing her presidency. And not the, and also the fact that only London is a bad inspiration, and yeah, why is she just still a thing? And literally looking at the Ariana's Grande's photo, looks like she is like trying to imitate someone from Blackpink or 21. That the girl group that CL used to be in. So what happened was Ariana Grande had been accused of cultural appropriation of Asian cultures after tattooing what she believed was Japanese for 7 rings of her song from album Thank You Next, where she was also dissing her exes, Big Sean and the late Mac Miller, although Big Sean never dissed her. So this tattoo, which is on her hand, it says Ditrin, which is the name for a small Japanese grill. So apparently she got the misspelling incorrect, and yeah, that made it just worse. And yeah. So also another controversy for 7 Rings also got blackfishing pulled in, and for culturally appropriating black culture based on the music video for the hit single. So one person joked around for Ariana Grande being for the master of the four races. Showing a photo of her looking Asian, looking black, looking Latino, and looking and white. Who she actually is, a white person. Well, Caucasian technically, but people tend to use white more. And although that fact that she was just doing photography, but if a person tries to look too much like another race and doesn't realize it, yeah, they're making a grave mistake. And if they're going to like trying to look like a certain culture, and trying to do accept that person's culture and. So yeah, if you're going to try to, say something of like an Asian writing or something, do respect Asian people's background and learn about their culture and and even like be friends with someone who is also from that culture. And only London, of all people, should learn to shut the F up. And still needs to learn. Yeah, she's not Korean. She will never be Korean. She is being racist. She is being offensive. And still doesn't understand the damage she is actually doing the Korean community and also the BTS army and really should appreciate Korean culture and instead of trying to look Korean and think, oh, I'm a Korean now. Just you can't change your race unless if you're born, reborn. Say you died and then you're born as another race, and maybe if you're lucky enough to be born a Korean, well, though you will be struggling, and she wouldn't even last a year in South Korea because it's so tough, the education, and yeah, she would crash and burn. And I tell you, she probably doesn't even respect Korean culture. She just wants to look like one because BTS is just popular and they have a big fan base. And people of every single race, they're many people like the BTS, and but and she literally looks like a combination of Jeremy Shada and Gravity Falls character Pacific Northwest instead. And if she really wanted to be a Korean, she could just move there. But at least get your education up there, because she's going to go down there. And if you're an Asian, you would understand. And also that's why many Asian people have moved over to other countries to have an easier life, because competition is so high over there. The people should really know the mistakes they're making before making these decisions. And also, other people do need to be deserve to be called out too, like Justin Bieber, because you know he got them braids, like those black people, and yeah, black people, yeah, several of them are still you know they noticed that, and even on non-black people also noticed this too, and so that's a one major reason to hate both of them. Not that like people should already hate Orly London for being offensive and racist. So stick to your own race. Not that I'm talking about stick to your own races, friends, or groups. You can be friends with other race people, but don't try to be act like them. Or you know, remember that music video for Stan. Yeah, that's what Ollie London turned out to, and she ended up she's ruining her career. And that's why you should not try to model your life like a certain that you person that you idolize, or try to be like a certain culture. And literally, yeah, don't try to be another culture, yeah, culture person, because you know you're being racist. One major mistake by Ariana Grande.